So I'm hearing they can no longer ravage you because of your awareness. You are awareness. You are aware. Before you weren't, but now you are. Hey, soul family. I am Mystic Alchemy. Thank you for being here. Okay, let me see. What's going on? Let's see what Spirit wants you to know. I heard they could no longer play with you. Something like now they can no longer play with you. Like the toy they used you as. That is not to be triggering. It's to be like eye-opening. Okay. Spirit says, I just want to open your eyes. I just want to open your eyes. I'm also hearing your eyes have been closed for far too long. Open sesame. Open sesame. I heard you're not looking helped you to cope with the circumstances, even though you really did see. But it's kind of like, you know how when like you watch a movie and you see a child that might see something or be afraid, they hide under the cover. That's the energy it's giving, because at one point you may have felt that way. I think that's why Spirit just gave me that image. One point you may have felt like you just wanted to hide away from this person. But I heard there was nowhere to hide. And then I heard you heard God reply to one of your deepest, darkest questions that no one knows but, I heard no one knows but you and I. The Most High is saying, you asked a question. You asked a question. And Spirit gave you a reply. It took you time to notice. But once you did, I heard there was no longer a disguise. There was no longer a disguise. Like the person that you were with was in disguise. The love from the Most High gave you the power to walk away. The strength that you have is yours and cannot be replaced. I also heard in dismay. Your love is in alignment with the Most High. I heard not Raggedy Ann. Not Raggedy Ann Spirit, but... Okay, so Spirit is calling the person that you were with Raggedy Ann. Is that a movie? What is Raggedy Ann? Is that a doll? I gotta look that up because I'm not sure. Raggedy Ann. I think it's a doll. Maybe it's a movie too. I don't know. But I feel like Raggedy Ann must be significant. I don't even talk about that, Raggedy Ann. Spirit is trying to say something about Raggedy Ann. One second, I have to look up Raggedy Ann. All right, so I just looked up Raggedy Ann, right? And it says, one day in 1915, as the story goes, Johnny Gruelle's daughter, Marcella, brought him an old rag doll. He drew a face on the worn fabric and called the doll Raggedy Ann. Gruelle, a cartoonist and illustrator, wrote a children's book about Raggedy Ann in 1918. That's interesting because in the beginning I said that they were toying with you, right? Raggedy Ann is a doll. She's a toy. But she's raggedy, right? It's almost like Spirit was mocking the person that mistreated you. Because Spirit knows that you have a kind heart. Spirit works and coincides, I'm hearing, with those who are faint at heart. Especially because they need help. Spirit, okay. The Most High has like soldiers, like, that go out, I'm hearing, to search for the chosen that are sleeping. He wants to wake you up. He wants to wake you, I heard. He wants to wake you. The warriors work for the Most High in hopes to help you see the truth about your circumstances or certain people in your life so that you can learn the lesson and get away from them sooner rather than later. I said the longer you, I heard, the longer you, hold on, the longer you stay, the longer you pay. The longer you stay, the longer you pay. That was weird. It's like I saw an apparition of like a insect. But then I looked down, it wasn't there, it wasn't real. Or it was real, but just not here. Forget it, because that's probably too confusing. Insect. I don't know what kind of insect it was though. It just looked like a black ball, but there's nothing there. When I looked down, it's like I saw something. You know how you see something from the corner of your eye? Now I'm hearing they lurk in the dark. Drew a face. Drew a face. Drew a face on. It was saying that Gruelle's daughter brought him an old doll and he drew a face on it and called it Raggedy Ann. And it has black eyes. Like it's... That looks creepy. Like, look at it. Hold on. It kind of looks possessed. Like, you know how you see something that... It just reminds me of possession. You see that? Yeah, that's what it's giving right now, like. Now I'm getting, you are above average. You are above average. I'm hearing there was no doubt in my mind that you wouldn't change your mind. There was no doubt in my mind that you wouldn't change your mind. It's like Spirit saying they knew that you would catch on. They knew it. They knew that you would catch on. They believed in you the whole time. Spirit believed in you the whole time, knowing that you would catch on and realize that you were undergoing a lesson. I know it hurt, but it was created to help you. So you don't have to keep on going through that over and over again. Because you know, when you're attracted to a certain type of person, if you don't learn from the mistake of allowing them in your life, you'll keep on letting those type of people in because you haven't learned the spiritual lesson. A lot of times relationships in our life are actually spiritual relationships. And they're made for us to recognize who is made for us, who is supposed to be in our life, as opposed to who is not supposed to be in our life. But it's always up to us to make that decision. Like the Most High gives us free will, hoping that we choose correctly for ourselves. A lot of time people blame the Most High, I'm hearing. A lot of time people blame the Most High for their mishaps, but it's their fault. Like, you know, because you accepted someone in, right? But it's just because there's something inside of you that was unhealed that keeps on magnetizing those types of people. So when you magnetize people like that, there's something inside of you that's broken, that needs to be repaired. Spirit knows that. So they'll keep on sending that person until you reject them, because it is up to you to know who to accept and who to refuse. Okay. Now you have awareness. Okay. Now you know. Now you have awareness. Now you know how to tread carefully in love. Tread carefully in love with this Two of Cups. Tread carefully in love with the Temperance and the Two of Cups. I heard tread carefully in love. Okay. With the Queen of Cups. And the King of Cups is right above her head. And I feel like that is a representation of, it's giving the Hierophant right now. It's giving the Most High. It's giving God frequency, okay? God's frequency and God's reply to you is helping you to know that you have to be strong to walk away and do your own thing, okay? You walking away is healing for your mind, body, soul, and spirit. Something new. It's time for a new thing, I heard. And I heard it's a surprise. It's time for a new thing, and it's a surprise. Hold tight. I heard hold tight. See, being with this person, you can't transform. This card is so beat up. It's the Death card in reverse. So being with this person, you're unable to transform, or the person is delaying your transformation. I heard they were stopping the process of God's remedy. They're stopping the process of God's remedy. They were before you were aware. Now your blessings are stored up, ready to be given to you. Your intelligence helped you to see this person for who they are. And once you saw, you can't unsee. Once you see, you can't unsee. You might feel like you want to unsee it, but then that wouldn't be smart, because you would stay. You might feel like you want to unsee it, but that wouldn't be smart, because then you would stay. I heard this person was only meant to be a lesson. They're not made to be forever. This person was created to be a lesson, not made to be forever. You saw forever because you want love, but that's not the type of love you desire. I heard don't just stay with someone because you don't want to be alone. Allow the Most High to take their place. Allow them to fill that gap. Allow Spirit to fill that gap. Your relationship with your spirit family and the Most High. Because they'll bring you closer to yourself. And they'll give you that, like, that guidance to self-love, you know. You must love yourself before you can love anybody else. The right way. I heard imagine loving someone you don't know, that doesn't know how to love. Imagine loving someone that doesn't know how to love. So someone who's a true lover will keep on trying to give their love, the pure love, showering someone who does not deserve your love with the love. Like you keep giving them your power of blessings when they shouldn't have the blessings from you. Because they don't know how to keep them. They don't know how to keep them safe. They don't know how to keep your blessings safe, because you can bless someone with your presence. I just heard you do bless them with your presence, or you did if you left. And then they abuse your gifts. They abuse your gifts. Because they don't know any better. But they think they do. They don't know any better, but they think they do. What else, Spirit? They can't be destructive in your life anymore because you're aware. Even if you're still there, they can't destroy you because you're aware. You know them now. Once you know them, they're discovered. I heard they're discovered. The truth is illuminated. They're found out. Once you know their weakness, they can't destroy you anymore because you can see the monster under their skin and in their eyes. You can see that they're being controlled. They have no control. You can see that they have no control of themselves. I heard a person without control is dangerous. We must control our emotions. We must control ourselves. Remove overindulgence. I heard. Remove overindulgence. In hopes to replace happiness. Remove overindulgence in hopes to replace happiness. I'm hearing again, it's time for something new. I heard unlock the holy doors and let the floodgates come in. Let the floodgates come in. Purge. Purge. You'll feel better. Somebody needs to cry. Just cry. It's okay. Cry by yourself. Just cry to the Most High. Your tears. I heard that they're waiting to collect your tears so they could transform them for you. They know that you're sad because you didn't have the love that you deserved. But now you're aware. This was all for your awareness. This way you don't have to continue to be in relationships with people like this. It was all for your awareness. Now you know you can go. Now that you know you can go. You don't have to stay. Your wish has been fulfilled, I heard. I heard you had to learn pain for disdain. You had to learn pain for disdain. It was just a part of the process. To make you stronger. So you can see your strength. So you can see your strength. We have to go through things so we can see our strength. Because you may think that you're weak. But when you go through certain things and you really look back and you pay attention and you look at it in a way that shows you what you actually are capable of, this increases your confidence. The Most High wants you to be bold, courageous, and confident. I heard some of you have been feeling like you've been in prison for a long time. You never had to be, but you stayed. But because you stayed, and you know now, you have awareness. They keep on talking about your awareness. And like knowing your love is stability. Knowing how stable you are, right? Okay, there we go. Knowing how stable you are on your own and recognizing how unstable you were or still are with this person that broke you. Look at the differences, okay? Look at how you are on your own and how you are with this person. Pay attention to the shift in your emotions. Emotional stability is one of the, if not the most important challenge for human beings, because so many things happen that have our emotions all over the place. Stable emotions are very protective of you. They'll protect you. Stable emotions protect you because you can think clearly. If your emotions are spread all over the place, it's difficult for you to even formulate one thought. It's almost like manic. That's what it's giving. It's giving manic. Have you ever spoken to someone who's like a manic? What is it? I think it's called like a manic. Manic. They've been diagnosed with like manic depression. They call it or whatever. I think a lot of these diagnoses be spiritual. They're like a spiritual thing. But if you go to the doctor, they're not going to tell you that. They're just going to try to give you some prescriptions. But it's like, it's the spirit thing. It's because spirits have seeped in and start to control. So they kind of like screw with people's like biology. Like biologically, they get messed up. So like a manic is someone who has suffered like severe trauma, damage, like, and when they talk in circles, and then they keep on talking about different things. Like they don't stay on, like it could be one sentence talking about 3 different things because they keep hopping. Their mind can't stay on a certain topic for too long. I heard like, is it a goldfish or all fish? I think fish, like when you feed them, if you keep feeding them, they'll forget that they're not hungry. Like they ate already, but they'll still eat, like to the point where they could probably pop. I haven't thought about that for a long time, but it's giving like that, like an overflow of mixed emotions can make you lose your mind because you can't methodically put them in place to make sense of it. So your thoughts are just like, there's so many thoughts. It's like overwhelming. Like you just probably just want to go to sleep. Like forget it. I just don't want to think anymore because my brain is about to like burst. Like I just don't want to. I don't want to think. That's what it's giving. Like, you know, and that's giving. That's the like a mental prison that you have been in or were in or, you know, but it really affected you. But it was for you to learn from it, not fall. It was for you to learn. I heard your life has purpose. Your life has purpose. And the only way that you can get to it is to learn these things. You need to know these things before you can get to where you are supposed to be. There's like things that you have to learn first before you can actually do what is for you to do. You have to learn things, because if you were to get the blessing too quickly and have like people in your life that are not really meant for you, but they're supposed to be lessons, but you keep them longer than they're supposed to be, or you try to work it out longer than it's supposed to work out, the Most High will store up your blessings and hold them for you until you make the right decision, okay? Because Spirit knows that the person that you were with or are with now is so broken that they will destroy your blessings. They will, I heard, annihilate them. They will annihilate your blessings if Spirit gives you the blessing with the person around you. I heard sometimes Spirit has to give you a blessing while you're with the person so that you can see what they will do to your blessings. But it's only for you to learn. They don't really want the person to destroy your blessings, but when you stay for too long, that's the only way. Like the Most High tries to put things in place for you to learn lessons, because it's up to you. Like, your life is your life. Like, the Most High gives you life so you could have a life, so you could make decisions for yourself. You know, when you choose to be with someone, I heard, don't blame me because it was your choice. I always give you a choice. I just want you to see that. I want you to recognize it. I heard some people use me like a genie, but I'm a guide. That's from the Most High. Some people use me like a genie, but I am a guide. I'm trying to guide you on your way. You know what it's reminding me of? I love this movie, A Wrinkle in Time. Did you ever watch that movie where they ended up in the, what did they call it? I want to call it the It. I think that's what they called it. And it was like an evil place in a dark dimension where things are not what they seem. And there was, I believe, 4 guides, and they were all women. I know one of them was Oprah in the movie. And then 3 or 2 or no, I think it was 3 of them. Yeah, and they were in like this field, this open field, and they gave each one of the children gifts to help them, like to guide them. The Most High is saying, I'm not a genie, I'm a guide. Okay, what else? I teach you how to tap into your magic. I teach you how to tap into your magic. If everything was always good, you wouldn't be able to see yourself, I heard. If everything was always good, you would never be able to see yourself and what you're truly capable of. You would never see it. Emotions bring change. Emotions bring change, okay? That's what I'm hearing. And I'm hearing now you're ready. Now you're ready. Now your spirit is fruitful. It's because you're aware. Now you're ready. Because you won't allow them to ravage you anymore. You won't allow them to ravage you. They can't reach you. They can't reach you because the Most High is working on your strength. And I heard, and you will conquer. You will. Spirit says you will conquer. So there's nothing for you to worry about. Okay, my loves, you will conquer. So to sum it all up, recap, these relationships that turn your life upside down, they happen to teach you. They happen so that you can recognize someone real from someone that's fake. It's all for you to be aware. You need awareness in order for the big blessings to come in, like the massive blessings that are just completely, absolutely life-changing. In order for them to come and for you to enjoy them, you have to be able to remove those in your life that don't mean you well and that would completely, completely annihilate your blessings. Excuse all these feelings that, you know, these sounds and stuff. I have hay fever, allergies, whatever you want to call it. When seasons change, I also change. But anyway, yeah. So the Most High doesn't want to give you your big blessings that will have a massive impact on your life when you're with individuals that will destroy your blessing. The only way Spirit will give you a blessing is something that is lesser than your real grand blessing, to show you what a person like this will do to your blessing. So it reminds me of like someone getting an apartment and allowing someone to move in, and then the person just destroys the place, destroys their emotional state because they're always causing problems. And I heard making a ruckus. Ruckus? I don't even use that word, but yeah. So it's just to show you like how people could come into your life and destroy it. So it's up to you to recognize who's who. Like, who are you allowing into your life to cause a ruckus, or to elevate you? Because some people have like the spirit of spiritual warriors that will always lift you up, elevate you, help you see the best in you. Try to help you see that a certain situation that you're in is not good. So get away from it so you can get what's yours. Like, you know, get your blessing. Okay, because it's waiting for you. Also, you are aware. Spirit wants you to know that you are aware, so take heed to what you already know. You already know. You don't have to second guess yourself. You don't have to try to make excuses for the person, trying to give them a pass when they don't deserve one. Okay? They have to learn their lessons too. So allow them to learn and allow them to go away from you, far away. Okay? So that's like overall the message. And also just knowing that, keep in mind that the Most High is a guide. The Most High is not a genie. However, if you send up a prayer and there's something that you desire, if it is in God's will for you, you will get it. Because sometimes we may want things that we're not supposed to have. That's another thing. Sometimes we may want things that are not good for us, and we think they're good for us because of our fleshly desires. Just know that if you want something and it doesn't work out, then that's protection, spiritual protection from something that you can't see. Okay? All right. I hope this message does help someone, and I hope this message reaches who it's supposed to. Always remember that God is in you and the magic is too, because you are magic. Much love to you. I'll see you in the next video.